Hi, this is Chris with Tela-grow. You guys wanted me to keep you informed on my purple hull harvesting because I told you that these purple hull or cow peas or whatever they're called and wherever you're at and what state you're in, they're everyday harvest almost. So people are wondering how much work is involved with growing purple hull peas and harvesting them, shelling them, and cooking them. Well, I'll tell you this. I'm growing some more. There's not that much work involved. I've grew if you throw some old dry beans on the ground in some good soil, they'll start doing this right here. So, first of all, the work is just throwing some seeds on the ground where you may have disturbed the soil. You don't have to disturb the soil very deep. Once you disturb the soil about 2 to 3 inches deep, put the seeds in there, however many you want. I've got 2 sections of these. Believe it or not, I don't know how long that is. That's probably about, if I pan out, I'll say that's about 10 feet of beans. They call them purple hull peas, but they're beans. 10 foot. I got another section in another garden over there. Same length. I grew them in succession, which means that I started these first, and then I started those a few weeks later. That way I'll have beans for quite a while to the fall. But they were asking how much work is involved with growing these beans and having to come out every time or evening or every day. You can wait a few days. There's no hurry. If you want the maximum quality of bean to cook that's fresh without drying out, well, then you want to keep checking on them. Now, what's good about a small garden like I grow, the house is right there. There's the door. I'm right here. I can come out every evening and start doing what I'm going to show you right now. See, you got to check the bottom down here too. Purple hull, they keep producing. Here's how I just grab them like that and pop them off. These are the ones that are actually really good and ready right here, because I waited a couple of days. Remember I was telling you about those cantaloupe and cucumber tentacles? Look at how I grabbed that pea there and was holding on for dear life, looks like. But it's amazing how those things are alive. They grab on stuff and hold on to stuff. I'm pulling this whole vine up off that one little tentacle, and which is good because I didn't know it was that low. I'm going to lift this vine up and drape it over this chicken wire trellis so it can grow taller. See, it was long and I didn't even know. Like I said, it's been a couple of days. So there's mosquitoes. There's everything right now getting a hold of me while I'm getting a hold of these beans. But this is part of the trellising that I was showing you on the other videos. You want to come out and keep those tentacles up and high. Keep your flower production up high. You don't want it down low. Sometimes the rain will make backsplash where dirt will pop up on your flowers and all that stuff. So you always want to keep your vines up high. You know, later I can come stake them on the pole like here, like this one's growing. It'll take over your sprinkler system and everything, but you'll manage it. But right now we're harvesting purple hull peas. I can even get them at this stage here. That one to the right is, see that dark line? She's ready. But the one down here, this little small one, It's definitely ready, so like I said, I just pop them off like that. Can you believe a mosquito just flew straight up in my mouth when I was talking to y'all? Man, sometimes it's a challenge out here in the garden, but I'm just staking some more. I'm just staking some more of these cantaloupe that's growing here, because I'm going to be waiting on those cantaloupe. I'm going to go ahead and let those wait a couple of more days, or a day. It'll tell me when, tomorrow or the next 2 days. Right now, I'm over here visiting, and I wanted to show you guys how easy it is to come out and just harvest your purple Hull peas with your beans, so you'll never say you were calling them peas when they're beans. Really, come out and harvest your purple Hull peas at a reasonable time, unless you want dry beans. I like to get them when they're just, look at that big long one right there. Look like something fresh to eat. So beautiful. Look at that. If I had to measure that, that's about as long as if I could, let me see if I can lay that down. Look at that. That's as long as my forearm. It looks like a double trouble, double good eating, triple. Look like there's 2 segments. But folks, look, that's as long as my forearm. And I've got a pretty long forearm. That was a little trick for you guys. I love you guys. I'm not a musician, but I like to try to do little tricks out in the garden sometimes. Now, back to a little bit more harvest. See, you'll get some like this. Little small ones. Oh, there's his cousin. See, look at that. Oh, I love purple Hull peas. Give me that. Oh, see, if you drop one, you better get in there, because rats will start formulating. And that's why I was trying to tell you to keep your vines up high. Rats, I mean, see, you don't want these down low to the ground. I miss these. Rats will start eating if they can. If you got some rats, they'll start coming around because you got some peas on the ground. See, all of these are harvested. See all those little stems? All those little stems is what I just showed you with my thumb, how I knocked them off. Oh, there's one that I missed. See? Let me just go through and do that and put them straight on into this bag here. And guess what? We'll be ready for some good chowder peas again tonight if we want it. And like I was telling you, you can harvest them as early as this. When they get that dark line right there, they don't have to be really purple. That you can take them in, that's fresh right there. And there's some behind it too, with the one that's done for sure. So I'm about to get those, but I don't want to step on. See, here's one too. Oh, look, see, they're hidden behind all these leaves. That's a big long one too. Now, you got to watch where you're stepping. You do not want to break these vines, because then that'll be into some of these purple Hull peas when they can produce for a long time. I'm gonna have to snake my way in there and see if I can get to these, because they're to die for. So if I got my hand cut up, if my hand was sliced up, I'll go in there and wash it off to get a hold of these purple Hull peas that I'm putting in this bag, because this is how good they are. Like I said, I'm gonna leave some of these for a better day. See these? They don't have a dark stripe in them. they're not really ready yet compared to this one here. You can wish all you want that there wouldn't be any mosquitoes out here, but they're all over me right now. But see, there's one that's dried out too long. It dried out so long, it's back there behind the fence. I don't think I can get to it. Look at that. Look at that. It looked like an old snake. How long that one is. That was a long one. See, you'll have dry beans. Let me set it on my arm. The mosquitoes. You see what I'm trying to do? God. See how long that is? That's the length of my forearm, but that's dried beans now. Now the burgundy has gone and your pod is dried up. It's okay. Those are excellent dry beans to eat. So, as long as it wasn't sitting in the rain for too long, those pods are going to be good inside of there. Real good. Put that in the bag. Now, move on. There's a pod there. See, you got to look in there. They got some cousins in here and stuff. See? Look at that. Beans and every day. These are good to freeze. Look at that. Just pop them off like that. When they're ready, they'll assist you. Assisted beans to pop in the pot real quick with some onions, ham, garlic, see, they're all on the back. Look at that. Folks, y'all can have as much purple whole beans as you want without going to the grocery store. I'm gonna tell you what, I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna keep going because I got to get in here out of these mosquitoes. I haven't been to the grocery store. I ain't tripping on the grocery store or nothing like that, but stay out of there. Stay out of there and get into this garden area and you're done. Look how easy that is. I didn't have to struggle to snap that off. Oh, they're too hard to snap off. No. Look at that. Look at that, boy. Look at that. They're ready over there past this okra. I gotta skip over this okra right here to get to. Oh my God, there's so many more over here. They're easy to freeze. Look at that. Just start grabbing like the grab bag. Nowadays it's grab and go. You can grab these and go fast as you want. You don't have to grab all of them, but if they're ready, don't leave them on the vine because the vines will stop producing. The reason why you see so many long peas like this, beautiful, that is fresh, fresh, fresh. The reason why you see so many long peas like that is because I've been out here harvesting regularly, like I'm doing right now on this video. That's why that's the purpose of this video. And I'd like for you to like and subscribe if you like, because I am out here all the time giving tips. See, I'm gonna go ahead and take this one because by the time tomorrow, sunlight, it'll be purple possibly. So it's fresh. That's when you're talking about some fresh beans right there. I'm sorry this video is getting long, but if you're not familiar with chowder beans or purple whole peas, that are beans actually, grow you some. They're so easy. I didn't do anything at all for these beans to start growing besides throw some dry beans and some tilled up soil, lightly tilled that is. And now I'm ready to eat every evening as much as I like. Look at that. There's a dry one right here. This is going to be a dry bean because I missed him. It's okay, like I said, dry beans. My chickens, what I do with since I harvest so regularly, when I get a dry bean like that, I'll shell those few little dry beans because I don't need any dry beans. I've got fresh beans, man. We've got so many fresh beans. As long as you come out here and visit the garden each time, on your regular basis, you've got fresh beans. You don't need dry beans. So what I do is I boil those real quick and give them to the chickens. And chickens, they're calling. If they hear me say too much more about them, they'll start hollering for them because they love them. You got to cook them though. You can't give chickens lentils and stuff like that without cooking them. Lentils, you don't even want to cook those and give them, but the other beans and stuff like that, peas and stuff, chickens are welcome to eat those. Look at that, I'm almost done. It didn't take too long. 11 minutes in the garden. I've been running my mouth. Look, you can snatch them. I've been running my mouth. I could have harvested these in 3 minutes and been in the house. See, but you need to look through there and see, that's a fresh one right there. Look at that. You can hear it snap. These aren't snap peas. I got some of those over there, growing over there. I'm gonna get to on another video for you guys to show you that you need to grow different stuff if you like different stuff. I'm trying stuff. This video is getting a little long, but I tell you what, I hope you got your mouths watering, because you have to look in here and get those beans. And they'll water more. See, you can't just hurry up. That's a dry one. Chicken's gonna get that one. But the beans are just all in here. Sometimes you miss some that was down in the bottom that had been growing low to the ground. But I've pretty much harvested all those. See these little stems like that? That's where they came from. The beans came off of. So when you see a lot of stems like that, that's because I've harvested regularly. There's only a few at the top that'll be ready in the next few days. So this is Chris with Tela-grow, where I tell you everything I know and show you as well on amateur master gardening. How about that? Let's start gardening together. Thank you. Have a good evening.